The history of Carnival in the Caribbean is a rich tapestry of cultural fusion, resistance, and celebration that spans centuries. From its origins in European colonialism to its evolution as a symbol of freedom and cultural identity, Caribbean Carnival has become a vibrant and economically significant tradition. We should point out from the onset that while a lot of the information presented in this video relates to the carnival history of Trinidad and Tobago, this generally pertains to the other islands as well. Origins and early history. The roots of Caribbean Carnival can be traced back to Italian Catholics in Europe. The word carnival likely derives from the medieval Latin phrases carnum levar and carnivarium, which refer to the removal of meat. This connection relates to the Catholic practice of abstaining from red meat during Lent. As European powers colonized the Caribbean in the 18th century, they brought their pre-Lenten festivals with them. The French and Spanish were particularly influential in establishing these early celebrations. Initially, Carnival in the Caribbean was an exclusive event for wealthy European settlers, featuring elaborate masquerade balls that enslaved Africans were not permitted to join. Emergence of African influence. As the enslaved African population in the Caribbean grew, they began to develop their own festivities, which were known as canbrûlés or cambalé in Trinidad, which was a direct French derivative. This translates to cane burning in English, and possibly referred to the act of burning the cane fields at harvest time and during slave revolts. These celebrations involved mimicking French enslavers by painting their faces white and dressing in eccentric costumes. Fun fact, the accepted Trinidadian pronunciation cambalé is derived from the French expressions
canne brûlée,
which is pronounced as canned brûlée in the Creole islands of Dominica, St. Lucia, Guadeloupe, Martinique, and Haiti. The Yoruba people, brought from Nigeria as some of the last slaves to arrive in the Caribbean, had a particularly strong influence. They managed to preserve their cultural practices by adapting them to Catholic traditions, creating a unique syncretic culture. Post-Emancipation Evolution. The abolition of slavery in 1834 marked a turning point for Caribbean Carnival. Free from the constraints of enslavement, the African and Afro-Creole populations began to openly celebrate their native culture through Carnival, using it as an expression of emancipation through dress, music, and dance. This period saw the fusion of European Mardi Gras traditions with African-influenced celebrations like the cambalé, giving birth to the modern Caribbean Carnival. Trinidad and Tobago is often credited as the birthplace of this new form of carnival, with historians placing its origins in the late 18th century. This reflects the influence of the French settlers who migrated to that island following the French Revolution of 1789. Resistance and preservation. The evolution of Carnival was not without conflict. British colonial authorities attempted to suppress these celebrations, leading to significant confrontations, including the Cambalé riots of 1881 in Trinidad. Captain Arthur Black, tasked with eliminating Cambalé festivities, attacked masqueraders, resulting in violent clashes. The 1884 Prince's Town incident. Police armed with rifles confronted carnival celebrants, resulting in 1 death and 3 injuries. These events exemplify the struggle to preserve cultural traditions in the face of colonial oppression. The British attempted to abolish carnival celebrations by creating laws and propaganda, requiring special licenses for parties, and banning the use of drums and torches, known as flambeaux. As Sonny Blacks, a music promoter, aptly put it, Carnival was born from the seeds of revolution and rebellion against the white slave masters and the tyranny of the whip. Modern development. Despite attempts to suppress it, Carnival survived and evolved. In 1943, due to criticism over celebrating on the Sabbath, Carnival was restricted to Monday and Tuesday only. The festival was briefly banned during World War II, but was later allowed to resume. Today, Caribbean carnivals are celebrated across the region, each with its unique flavors. Trinidad and Tobago hosts the largest and most renowned Caribbean carnival. The Bahamas celebrates Junkanoo, a parade commemorating the emancipation of slavery since 1884. Barbados Crop Over Festival, dating back to the 17th century, has incorporated many Trinidad carnival traditions. Jamaica's carnival has grown into a major event, blending dancehall and reggae with traditional carnival elements. St. Lucia Carnival is known for its dynamic performances and vivid displays highlighting the island's unique cultural heritage. Antigua and Barbuda Carnival commemorates the emancipation of slaves through a series of vibrant events featuring music, dance, and storytelling. Other Caribbean carnivals of note include Dominica's Real Mas, Vinci Mas in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Spice Mas in Grenada, and the French-language festivities of Guadeloupe and Martinique. Cultural significance. Caribbean Carnival has become more than just a pre-Lenten festival. It represents a celebration of freedom, cultural identity, and resistance against oppression. The traditions of Carnival are extensive and sacred, rooted in a complex history of colonization and resilience. Economic impact and tourism. Caribbean carnivals have evolved into significant economic drivers for the region. The carnival industry generates an estimated $4.6 billion across the Caribbean. Tourist spending during carnival seasons can be substantial. For example, in Jamaica, visitors spend an average of $236 per person per day during the 2017 carnival season. Trinidad and Tobago's carnival, indisputably the largest in the Caribbean, is a key component of the country's economy. In 2024, tourists spent an estimated $94.2 million or 640 million Trinidad and Tobago dollars during the carnival season. It should be noted that, although hard figures are not currently available, similar results are reflected from other localities as well. Caribbean carnivals create numerous economic opportunities. They generate thousands of temporary and permanent jobs in sectors such as artisanry, music, costume making, and choreography. They boost tourism, benefiting industries like hospitality, food, retail, and transportation. They stimulate creative industries across the region, with significant linkages to tourism, the food and beverage trade, and other sectors. The festivities also serve as a major focal point and attraction for overseas residents of these islands who return to their original homes on a regular basis. Governments across the Caribbean have also recognized the impact of carnivals on economic development. Trinidad and Tobago established the National Carnival Commission, NCC, in the early 1990s to manage Carnival as an economic and cultural enterprise. Jamaica's government has projected that the economic boost from Carnival will surpass pre-COVID levels, with an estimated impact of about $5 billion Jamaican dollars. In conclusion, the history of Caribbean Carnival is a testament to the resilience and creativity of Caribbean peoples. From its roots in European Catholic traditions to its transformation through African influences and its role in resistance against colonial oppression, Carnival has evolved into a vibrant celebration of freedom, identity, and cultural fusion. Today, it stands as a global cultural phenomenon and economic powerhouse, continuing to captivate people around the world while remaining true to its essence as a celebration of freedom, identity, and joy. What are your thoughts on this intriguing topic? Let us know in the comments below. Also, like and share this video, and subscribe to our channel for more information and updates on Caribbean carnivals and other issues. See you in the next video.